Hello everyone, I'm back again with a new video of vectors. Okay, we have previously discussed a lot of things about vectors, and in this video I'm going to discuss some questions which will help us to clear all the concepts about vectors up to which we have discussed it right now. Okay, so let's start by recapitulating everything. So what were the types of vectors? Basically parallel vectors which were parallel to each other, which means they both have same direction but equal magnitudes. Next comes anti-parallel vectors. Anti-parallel vectors were of opposite direction and they do not have equal magnitude. Third one is equal vectors. Equal vectors have same magnitude and same direction. Fourth one is negative or opposite vectors. They were of opposite directions and of equal magnitude. Fifth is collinear vector. Collinear vector basically are those vectors which lie on the same line. Sixth is co-initial vectors whose initial point was similar, okay, which originated from a single point. Okay, now there were also unit vector. Unit vector basically those vector which has a magnitude of 1 and their representation was a cap above the given symbol. Okay, there were polar and axial vectors also, about which we will discuss later on. There were concurrent vectors also. Coplanar vectors. Coplanar means lying on a single plane. So let's start with today's questions. Okay, before that let us discuss about the laws also. Okay, there were two laws, triangle law and parallelogram law. Triangle law basically said that if two vectors are arranged in a similar order, uh, same order means tail of one vector and head of another vector is connected, then the third vector, which is then the resultant vector will be the sum of both the vectors, okay, which is in the opposite order. And the parallelogram law said that two adjacent sides of if the two adjacent sides forms a parallelogram, then the diagonal will represent the resultant vector. Resultant vector will be vector a plus vector b here also, and in both the case we will get the same answer. And also we discussed two things also, which were if we multiply the vector with a positive integer, then its magnitude does not then its magnitude may change depending upon the number, but its direction will never change. And just the opposite case with the when we multiply the vector with negative number. Negative sign basically denotes the direction. Okay, so whenever we are multiplying the vector with negative number, then it shows that it will just become the opposite direction, so it will move in opposite direction now, and its magnitude may change depending on the number. Okay, so now there was an graph analytical method, or basically mathematical method also. So the equation or the resultant vector is written as r equals root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and the direction is given by tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta, and also tan beta is given by a sin theta by b plus a cos theta. Okay, so let's start with today's topic. Today I'll discuss about the questions only. Okay, first one is, if two vectors of magnitude 2n and 4n are at angle of 60 degree, then we have to find the magnitude of the resultant vector and angle between the resultant and 4 Newton, angle between resultant and 2 Newton. We must remember one thing. Okay, when we have to find the angle between the resultant vector and the given vector, then the resultant vector is always written in denominator. Okay, always remember, like the equation was tan alpha is equal to a plus a sin theta by b plus a cos theta. Then the in that case we are finding the resultant vector and the b vector. Okay, so whenever we are finding the angle between the resultant vector and the given vector, then the given vector is always written in the denominator. So let's start with today's question solution. Okay, so now we will just apply simple basic concepts. As we all know, r equals under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. We will directly put the values and get the desired results. Now similarly, angles will be calculated just like that. Now tan alpha will be equal to a plus a sin theta by b plus a cos theta. We will just put the values and get the result. Similarly for this one also. Okay, now we have to find the resultant of these vectors. Okay, so see, this is the tail of one vector and head of one vector, and this is the tail of one vector and head of one vector, and this is the angle given between them. But we must remember, if the angle given between them, the two vectors, then angle must be of whenever we are finding the angle of between two vectors, then either head to head of two vectors must be connected or tail to tail of two vectors must be connected. Okay, we must remember this thing. So in this case, neither of these conditions are true. So now we will move this vector parallelly to itself, then the angle will be 180 minus 60, which now theta will be 120 degree. R equals root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. We will put the values and then get the result. Simple. Now next question is a cap plus b cap mod equal to root 3. Then find the angle between them. Okay, it is simple question. Okay, we also know that a cap plus b cap mod is gives us the resultant vector. Okay, so see here, r equals a cap plus b cap mod, which is also equal to root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And whenever this symbol is there is a symbol of this one cap. Okay, this cap symbol, whenever it is given there, it means that it is a unit vector. Unit means 1, so it has a magnitude of 1 and it represents the direction. So both has magnitude of 1. Okay, we will directly solve it by putting the given values. Okay, then we will get the theta as 60 degree. Now if resultant of the two vectors a and b as shown is root 7b, find the value of b by a. This is the given figure. Okay, vector a, vector b, and angle between them is 60 degree. See, theta is 60 degree. First we will find out what is the relation. Okay, because we have to find the value of b by a, we are given with the resultant vector. Okay, so r equals root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. We are just squaring both the sides to remove this root sign. R square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So now it will be root 7b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Cos theta is given as 60 degree, so cos 60 degree. 7b square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab into 1 by 2. Cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. Now this 7b square will move here, so it will become 6b square. 6b square is equal to a square plus only ab will be left here, so ab. Now this will be 6b square. Now we will move it to this side, so it will become a square plus b square. This one was positive. When it goes to the right side of equal to sign, then it will become negative. A square plus ab minus 6b square will be equal to 0. Now we will do the simple middle term break, which will equal to a square plus 3ab minus 2ab minus 6b square will be equal to 0. So we will take out a common here from it, so a plus 3b minus, we will take out 2b common here from it, so it will be a plus 3b is equal to 0. Now a minus 2b into a plus 3b is equal to 0. So now we will get is a is equal to 2b and a is equal to minus 3b. We will consider the positive value here. Now we have got the value of a. Now b by a, a is equal to 2b, so b by 2b will be equal to 1 by 2. So b by a will be equal to 1 by 2. Simple. That's all for today's vector. Thank you.